Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Knights offense will get the ball first. To the ground with the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's caught. It's Richardson. There. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Card. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
He was trying to push him downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up today. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The lone back's got it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. They'll send the back in motion. Going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Card. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run for it. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Throwing right. A strike downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Owls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Brown has it. Fighting off the defender. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. After run, now throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Knights are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Richardson. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Finding open areas. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Knights! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass, try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. And the Owls headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. And they fail to hook up on third down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Creates a little space. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Tries to get it on the ground. Turning it on. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, nice job by the running back. I like he understood that it was 4th and 1. I got to get that 1st down. And how about the blocking up front, creating a hole, creating some space. Not only did he get the 1st down, makes the big play, sparks this offense.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCF!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He makes the catch. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Complete to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money. But this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Got a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically, trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Wade. It's a running room. The 40. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knights.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Wide open, he makes the catch. wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking downfield on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
This one's complete. There he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wake Forest.
Fires to the middle.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a deep man. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Corner's going to give them room. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Put total leather and get this second half started. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just keeps swinging it. Finds his man. It's Card. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets a block. Touchdown Knights! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the after. And boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one deep down the right side. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Barrels ahead. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamp.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Quarterback moving. He's going to let one go back to the middle. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keep it on the ground. Got room to work. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
And to have a rushing touchdown or that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Card. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And this has been the story of the...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to run it. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Got it near midfield. And the returner is stopped. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Barges ahead. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal.
Check. White 94 slider choice. White.
Brown will throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from turning it on. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The DBs will back off a bit. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And the Owls are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just...
There he goes. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Going to swing it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quickly.
Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, that time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback. or two. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to... Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. Inside the... Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That... Brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. The Knights are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. They'll line up for a second down play. Brown wants to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Knights will have it first and 10. The give to the tailback. Looking for room at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside with...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll return it. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been high trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Plows through the defense. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And they get him in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.